Good morning from day 320. We're up at 7:30. I'm fully packed. I'm leaving my stuff here. I'm about to go to Target and try to find a bag to check my mace and stove and all those little odds and ends. And then I'm going to go to Trader Joe's and grab some snacks. And then hopefully it'll still be nice and early. Flight's not till noon. So as long as I'm going to the airport around like 9:30, I should be good. But let's go to Target. Cute. It's actually like a really nice area. Oh my god, a Lush. You know it's a nice area. If there's a Lululemon, where am I? Just a little homeless girl. Sparky, my girl Sparkle put us up tonight. Probably gonna wind up splitting it, but she paid for it because she had points. Look at me. I got her this. I got this little matching. It's just so cute. She's a cute little princess. It's a cute little cup, and I got one. But I'm washing it. I really might, look how cute that is. I really might carry that. How ridiculous is that? Do I even care? Hello. Suppose I'll give y'all an update. I don't remember if I really updated or anything much over the course of the day today, but got up in Albuquerque, went to Target, got a checked bag for my luggage, which is perfect. Well, it's funny though because I almost got back to the room and it like barely fit. Trekking poles are just like such an awkward length. Usually if I get a bag like this, I can fit the poles in, but you can never fit them straight. You fit them at a weird angle, and then I wind up packing stuff under it just so that the bag doesn't get squished or something and the poles like break from the pressure. But got some stuff at Trader Joe's. Didn't go really crazy. I feel like Trader Joe's is like amazing, but sometimes the stuff is better than other times, like certain snacks and things. It was good. I got some stuff. Some resupply goodies or some things to eat like between today and tomorrow. I got to the airport, super easy process. I know everyone's like all freaked out about, like, I guess airports have been a nightmare, but from what I can gauge, really the biggest issue is just like, was probably at the height of when the cancellations and stuff were starting. Like the airport probably just still had as many flights booked as usual, and then like didn't have the capacity to serve it. But now there just aren't as many flight options. Like I had never seen so few flight options when going through like a list of flights. There's pretty much like no flights after 5 p.m. anymore. I feel like that's gonna probably immediately change. But when I was just booking, like I booked multiple different flights because tomorrow I'm flying to Pensacola, and like it was just across the board. It was very limited. I probably maybe would have flown out later tomorrow. I guess it worked out really well because the time of my flight tomorrow gets me into Florida, like the perfect time. But in theory, I kind of did want to stay in Denver a little bit longer to spend more time with Sparkle. But okay, so I flew, super easy process. I talked to my mom and my dad today on the phone. Amazing. Then when I got into Denver, I knew I was going to have to like wait for my bag and then take the train from the airport like out, and then I just Ubered from like one of the train stations. That's what I'll do tomorrow. Probably I'll take an Uber to the exact place that I was at today, 40th whatever train station in Denver, and then take the train into the airport. But when I was in the airport, I talked to my friend Dariana. We hadn't talked in like so long. It's crazy, like, and I appreciate the people in my life who are understanding. Like, she is understanding. I don't feel like as if that she thinks that I'm just intentionally blowing her off. She realizes like I'm busy, and it's hard sometimes to even like call family because you're in town very frequently, and when you are in town, that's probably the only time that you have service, depending on what section of trail you're on. Yeah. So that was amazing. We talked for God, it could have been literally 2 or 3 hours because I got off the phone like at least once or twice because I was doing something briefly. But when I was at the airport on the phone with her, I saw a guy walk by, and I was wondering if there was a small chance when I was specifically in like the Denver airport, just because Denver is a very like outdoor area. I wondered if I was gonna maybe run into someone who I knew or something like that. Like I had a small thought that that was a possibility. And a guy walked by and he just looked at me very long, and then walked away. But it felt very long and not like checking you out, like looking at you like he thinks he knows you. And then he came back and was like, Madison, is that you? And it's like a young dude, like probably my age, and he showed me, he's like, I follow you on Instagram. I've been like watching your videos all year. Where are you like, what are you doing? Like, where are you jumping to? And I was like, dude, I'm done. I just finished. And like I told him, I'm like, I'm seeing a friend and then I'm going to Florida. I'm gonna keep hiking for the year. But that was so random and so cool. I think he's just on Instagram. Dang, I feel like he said his name was Mitch, but I'm so bad. And I asked too. It's funny how sometimes you can ask something even knowing that there's a good chance that you might forget. But I tried. Yeah, that was so random and cool though. And I think the funnest part was that my friend was on the phone. Like, and this is probably my longest friend that I've had in my life. Like one of like the main humans, my closest person from back home. Yeah, we worked together at like my first job when I was 14 years old. She's a little bit older than me, but yeah, we've been friends since then. So literally 14 or 15 years. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I got to talk to her, got to have that unique experience. That was pretty fun. And then got here, I'm in a hotel. They almost had an issue because Sparkle booked in her name and whatever. They eventually let me in. And I like grabbed a couple things down the street and have just been hanging out, ordered food. It should actually be here. They could knock while we're talking right now. Yeah, and then Sparkle gets out of work pretty soon and we're gonna hang out. She's gonna stay here. We're gonna have a sleepover and then hang out tomorrow. My flight's at 4:40, so probably try to get to the airport around 2:30-ish. With everything, it's like you want to go early, and in my mind I'm like, I know I don't need to go early. Every time you go early you wind up sitting at the airport for 2 hours, but God forbid if you didn't go early, you probably would miss your flight. So I'll probably go early, especially because I have to take a couple forms of public transportation. I'll maybe try to get the ball rolling sometime around 1, or at least thinking about like leaving and stuff. But yeah, it should be really nice and easy. I have a connecting flight and then get into Pensacola around 11 o'clock. And it seems like Slide's just gonna be staying somewhere just because that's like a long road walk section. And yeah, I'll just stay and then probably start hiking the following day. I'm very excited. Yeah, it's gonna be big, dude. If I want to hit 10K, we have to average 38 miles a day for the rest of the year. But pressure's off. I would like to do that. I would like to try to do that. And we'll see what happens. It's nice. I don't really feel, majorly pressured about it, but that would be very cool. We'll see.
I love this little guy. I think I'm gonna carry it as a water bottle.
This is a lot. We are living. We are just girls. It is midnight. Oh my god.
Wow, your Pop-Tart one looks so good. I need a little bite of that.